Hello, hello, hello. How are we today, people? A few days ago, I covered the greatest games of all time. And now it's time to cover the butt end of games, the rubbish side of games. Let's kick this off. Let's kick this off with a few facts. These are opinions. Opinions. If you see a game on this list that you like, then that's fine. It's your opinion. I don't mind. You shouldn't mind. It's personal opinions. And some of the games on here, you could actually argue are solid good games. It's just disappointing. I have disappointments in those games. So if I see a game that's really, really bad, and then after that it's a game that's quite good, it's just I was disappointed in it to a certain level, and I thought it was worse than the bad game, then that's just, yeah, just go with it. But anyway, let's get started with the, forgot to mention, no games that are in early access. If you don't know what early access is, then early access is the first stage a game goes through where you can play it, but it's not actually 100% finished. So there'll still be a few bugs and glitches. It's just a test phase to see if it's alright. So I can't put on games that are in early access, because then you could argue that the reason they're bad and glitchy and stuff is because they haven't been finished 100% yet. So no games that are in early access. Some games might be above actual bad games when they're good. It's just disappointing. Let's get started. The first bad game is Airport Simulator 2015. The time I had with this awful game. This game is just awful, considering it's the second game in the series. It's pretty bad. Airport Simulator 2015 is awful. Literally, you take some stuff, you add it to the plane. Well, plane comes in, you have to take the stuff to the plane, and then you have to go off, and whilst everything's loading, you have to do the same repetitive thing over and over and over and over again until the plane's finished, and then you take another shot, and then you have to do the same thing again, and then you take another shot there, and then you do the same repetitive waiting like mini game over and over and over again, and it's just boring. I just hate it. Next up is even worse than this, and this is only in 10th place, so what the hell is on this list? Airport Simulator 2014. First one in the series, and it's even worse. It's even flipping worse. It just sucks. It sucks so bad. It's like a game without the gameplay. You take a truck, you drive it over, you take another truck, you drive it over, you take another truck, you drive it over. Well, the plane has to land first, which you have to wait about 10 minutes for. And then you drive a truck over half a mile per hour. You have to drive those, like, 6 trucks over. There's no one there to help you, it's just you. Like, 6 trucks over to a plane, going at half a mile per hour. And then you have to wait, because there's loading times that can take up to half an hour, all the way up to even hours. It's awful. I just feel like this game isn't made by a competent person. It's just made by some sort of idiot from hell. You know, it's just like, get out, Damien, the game maker. You suck. Just, ugh. This game is awful. Basic message of today. This game sucks. All of the games on this list are rubbish, but this is pretty bad. Next up, Time Crisis 4. This game was awful. It wasn't bad as such as disappointing. See that word again, disappointing. This game is solid gameplay, but it's just so disappointing. I mean, graphics are okay. Gameplay was awful. Controlled like a piece of rubbish trying to figure out how to exist. And the gun, you can't even... There's not even a crosshair. Jeez, you have to guess. Look, do you see a crosshair? No, because it's auto flipping locked. You just press down the shoot button and it just does it. You just hold down the shoot button and it aims for you. Right. Time Crisis 3 is my favourite arcade first-person shooter of all time. That came out in 2000. This came out in 2010. Time Crisis 3 had better graphics, better control, better gameplay, better everything. And if their objective was to take a game from 10 years ago, remake it, and make it worse than the game from 10 years ago, well done. You completed your objective. But for the rest of us, poop list. In fact, I'm going to show you Time Crisis 3 and show you that Time Crisis 3 is better. Time Crisis 3, how I love this game. The only thing that Time Crisis 4 I think did better was graphics. I remember playing this and loving it. This was such a good game. And Time Crisis 4 was so bad that newbies to the Time Crisis series saw Time Crisis 4 and went, oh well, that's a bad game. The series is going to be awful. I'm not going to try and see Time Crisis 3 and 2. Time Crisis 2 we all know was amazing. Time Crisis 1 we know is amazing. This is just one of the greatest arcade game ever. And Time Crisis 4 just destroyed everyone's love for it. Because if you don't know the series that well and you just pick up Time Crisis 4, you'll see it and go, well, that's utterly an awful game, and the rest of the series is probably going to be awful. This was released 10 years before Time Crisis 4, and it's easily better. Next up. Cities XXL. We're in 7th place now, 7th out of 10. And 7 minutes. This is an awful game. Released to take over most of the money. It was released roughly before City Skylines. And they did this just to get some of the City Skylines money. So when City Skylines came out, this would be getting all the money. Because this was released before, so it was more known about. So they'd get all the money for it. And that's what they probably did. It's solid gameplay, it's just really, 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 really. Why, you thieving idiots? Next up, in 6th place. In 6th place, Dungeon Keeper. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any proper gameplay for the mobile version, which this is actually supposed to be for. The mobile version, this is a good version. Mobile version is awful. In the mobile version, you click on a block to mine it, and then you have to wait multiple hours unless you pay. Microtransactions, you can knock off. Unless you pay to unlock a special tool, you have to wait about 2-3 hours just to destroy one block. So you boot it up, and you're like, oh yeah, I go on, I click a block, and then I leave it for 6 hours for it to destroy, and then I go back and I do that all over again multiple times just to get one stupid diamond. Yeah, well, you stupid idiot. The Metacritic rating was 45. I give it a 0.05. Yeah, because that's how really bad it is. Trust me, it's awful. How I hate this game. The Metacritic ratings also said it's fun in its own concept. Do you people not have a concept of fun? Seriously. Anyway, enough of me getting angry. Next up, Medal of Honor Warfighter. This game is awful. The graphics are alright. Controls are clunky and awful and hard to use. Sound is awful. Awful storyline. No characterization, you're just a person fighting a war. It just sucks so bad. This next game, I can't actually give you any footage of due to the policy of this channel. Nothing stupidly violent. But 4th place is Battlefield Hardline. I would let footage up. I played this at my friend's house. I would let footage up, but it's above the policy for this channel. I hated this game. They took Battlefield 4, an okay-ish game, and went, how do we make this about cops and robbers? And then how do we make it keep the open style? So it sort of got that massive Warfield with the cops and robbers style. It's amazing graphics, amazing sound, good gameplay, but it's just so disappointing. It ruined the series. And it destroyed my love for Battlefield 3 that I also played at my friend's house. Just destroyed my love for the shooters, to be honest. But anyway, next. Next place, in 3rd place, in due to the policy, yet again I can't get footage up. I also played this at my friend's house. Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Oh no, the flashbacks to memories. This is now 6 hours after the last time I recorded it. I had a migraine just thinking about that game. Anyway, this is an awful game, Call of Duty Black Ops 3. So again, can't let filming up due to the policy, but whatever, you don't want to see it. It's awful, it's just awful pile of rubbish. Next up, Rollercoaster Tycoon 4. I hate this game. Rollercoaster Tycoon 4 is a game only about microtransactions. You run out of money, you have to buy money using microtransactions. Oh, credit to so I still can't say his name for this video. Leonidas, whatever. I did YouTube that does Android gameplays. Anyway, this game is all about the microtransactions. This is all about the money, shut up. This game is really awful. Because it is amazingly bad. It is amazingly bad. But, trust me, never play this game. Because you need to use money to build coasters to get money. Because every time someone places that on a coaster, you get money. But if you run out of money, you can't build any more coasters to get more money. Meaning that you're just screwed. So you just can't play it. So you need to use microtransactions to use it. To play the game. Which is I hate. Next, 1st place. What could possibly be worse than this? We're about to find out. Air Control. This game is awful. Look at the graphics. And look at how you have to do it just to get to the buttons. You have to spin your view to get the mouse to the buttons. It's just, it doesn't make sense. Just look. The graphics are awful. The gameplay is awful. It's basically a fail at a game made by an incompetent human that sucks at life. And it's a Flappy Bird clone. I'll show you that now. If I can get to the right section. To be honest, I don't want to see it anymore, but whatever. Crash number 4. And then crash every 3 minutes. Yes, that's true. You know. Where's the Flappy Bird clone part of the video? But money. It hates me right now. Flappy Bird clone. See what I mean? Look. Wait for it to get started. Look, it's literally a Flappy Bird clone. It sucks. It's just an awful game. Never buy it. Thank you guys for watching. You've been watching the Team Taylor Games. This was top 10 worst games of all time, and goodbye.